Okay, we're off today to go to see the Dolphins Football Club. Planning to go and catch up with a couple of volunteers and have a chat about the state of play of volunteering. How are you, mate? I'm here to catch up with the president, Jamie, on a video, if that's all right. Yeah, just in and out. Yeah, cheers, mate. Thanks. All right, so we've got through gate one on our way to talk about volunteers. So hopefully we can get a park here and go and see Jamie, have a chat about the state of volunteering for the Dolphins Junior Football Club. A great club we've had a lot of time and energy for. The Smiths have, because they've had our three boys go through here over the last decade. G'day, mate.
Good
to see you again.
Good, mate. Yourself?
Thanks for taking the time to see me on this busy finals day.
Pleasure. Welcome down to the Frankston Dolphins Junior Footy Club.
How many volunteers have we got here today?
We would have 25 to 30. 25 to 30.
And how many from the committee?
Over the day, all 7. So executive,
right,
and then general coming through. So probably over 12.
I'm going to ask you a hard question.
Yep.
Your formal volunteers,
yep.
That is the committee, the people in week on week,
yes.
Not the experiential ones that come in boundary and stuff.
Yes.
How many hours do you reckon they would put in a year at this club?
Me personally, I would put probably close to 12 hours a week. 12
hours a week? And could we times that by 7 or not quite?
Yeah, be 7.
Right. So we're talking thousands of hours,
yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So I want to ask you another question. Yep. If there weren't any volunteers, what happens to this club?
It doesn't exist.
Could it exist, but memberships would go up? What would happen?
You'd have to pay people to run the place.
Yeah.
So it wouldn't exist.
So it wouldn't exist?
No.
All right.
No organisation runs without it.
It's true. The other side of junior footy clubs is you get supported heavily by sponsors.
Yes.
Currently, how many fence signs would you have out there which are sponsors of the club?
Well, you single them down.
Yep.
I think we're around about 26 sponsors.
26 sponsors?
Yep.
And what's the lower end of the sponsorship and the higher end?
Lowest 1,000 and right. Top end's 10.
Top end's 10, okay. Yep. And what does that generally get them?
You could almost say it's a donation.
Right, I agree. I said the other day, I wonder if I could name 2 sponsors. Yep. Based on the signs, yep. And I couldn't, mate.
Yes.
I mean, I did. I knew Shauno's,
yes.
BCV, yep. But I couldn't intimately think.
No.
So it's like that's getting old too.
Yes.
Volunteering's
yes.
getting old for the new population.
100%.
And sponsorships, traditional, are getting old for business.
Yes.
Yep. We've identified Sue as generally a hard-working mum.
Yes.
Kids at the club.
Yes.
Probably on 2 committees, not just one.
Yes.
Possibly part-time or full-time worker.
Yes.
And gives her all.
Yep. Day in, day out.
Day in, day out.
Yep.
How many Sues would you have in this committee?
7 or 8.
7 or 8.
Yep.
Yep. Can you name some? Because I really want to put them up there.
Myself.
Yep.
No children playing here. Right. Steve Dent, Vice President. Yep. No children playing here.
Another one.
Rachel Mahoney.
Yep.
Technically not on the committee, but now set up volleyball, netball.
Right.
President.
Oh yeah, of course.
Member. You've got Stacey. You've got Kylie Austin runs the canteen, not only on a Thursday, on a Sunday, but a Thursday for seniors.
100%.
Who else we got? You've got Steve Dent, Steve Wilson doing sponsorship.
Yep.
You've got Tammy doing social media.
Yep.
Megan looking after trophies and bits and pieces.
So you reeled off. There's 3,020 clubs in Australia, mate. 3,000. There we go. That's 21,000 people.
Yeah.
21,000 people like Sue is footy alone.
Yes. Well, I can tell you right now, an issue that Kringle Football Club, not Kringle, Langwarrin Football Club has.
Yeah.
They've traditionally been holding finals.
Yep.
They are under construction this year. They're reluctant to take it back.
Right.
The volunteers are burnt out.
Fatigue.
Because they've been doing finals for 4 or 5 years and they just can't continue.
That is the other big thing in volunteering.
They're not getting people back. As we said, they're dropping off.
Yeah. Well, thanks, mate. Really appreciate the catch up today. We look to come here and make you the inaugural for us, and we'll give it a go.
We'll give everything what we need.
Thanks, mate. So if you took all the volunteers away from the Dolphins, what happens?
Oh, we wouldn't be here. We wouldn't be here. We can't run the club, and it's all the little things that people don't realise what gets done. Like the lines being marked every week, people putting everything up. There's a lot of things that happen behind the scenes that people just don't realise. They just see their kid and their team, and so we wouldn't have a club. And we're lucky here. We're a big community, but I'm from a country town, and if they didn't have a footy club.
What happens to the town?
What happens to the town?
And this is the truth. It's the societal fabric of volunteering.
Yeah, it really is. And as much as my kids will say, "Mum, you complain all the time," I do get a lot of, I enjoy it.
Yeah.
Most of the time. But yeah, you feel good when you do it.
Yeah. And our whole premise is around rewarding volunteers. Built on 3 pillars. Pillar 1 is experiences money can't buy. Pillar 2 is rewards and perks in the network. And pillar 3 is a gold card per se that gives you discounts at local stores and corporate businesses. Okay? It's easy because you just sign off the app, you add your hours, and one of the other volunteers at this wonderful club just validates your hours. It's a trust system. And the reason why we trust volunteers is because they're the best people, right? So, I'm going to ask you a question. If you could tell me one thing, an experience that you could possibly think you might like, what would it be?
I was just like a really luxury weekend away.
Luxury weekend?
Luxury weekend, like a nice 5-star place.
Yep.
I don't have to do anything for anyone. Just me.
It's just you.
And a friend or something.
So
just me. I don't have to think about anybody else. I don't have to worry about anyone else.
Yeah.
Just doesn't have to, and somewhere beautiful country, whatever, just something nice. Just don't think about anyone.
Like a pamper package.
Pamper package like that. So I don't have to think about anybody else.
So if
what they need.
If a corporate was to give that to you as part of an offer of say 1,000 hours of volunteering, would you save up your 1,000 hours? Would you put it in that?
Yeah.
So Rach, in your time, have you ever kept records or have you any idea of how many hours you do a year?
Yes.
Right.
So in 2018, I was the treasurer of the club.
Yeah.
And I kept a record from the 1st of November through to the day the ball bounced.
Yeah.
So before the ball bounced, I'd done 450 hours.
Wow.
And then the season.
Jeez.
So I didn't keep records.
So after that. So we could have hit 1,000 easily.
Easily.
And then tell me just in your day-to-day, you're a mum, how many kids? 2 kids?
Yes.
Do you work?
5 days a week.
5 days a week? Yep. So why do you do it?
It's something I find enjoyment in. I like giving back. It's part of the community my kids are part of. And what better way to get involved? And we're going to finish with a hard one. The next generation. Are we going to be able to entice them as easily as you and I? If they have a passion for it, then yes, they'll come easily. But we need to make sure that it looks easy so they want to come.
Yeah. I agree. So that's going to be around systems and processes and making life easier.
Correct.
Yeah, that's terrific. You're a champion, Rach. Thank you. So, we've just caught up with the Dolphins Footy Club. Jamie, Rachel, Stace, and had a chat about volunteerism, footy, how the state of play is for recruiting and rewarding volunteers. And I'm trying to get through the gate because it's final season. Long story short, key points are, there's, in football alone, 21,000 on estimate, people like those guys delivering their time and energy. Rachel, in 2018, did some recording of her hours and worked out it was 448 hours before the ball bounced. So we think about 1,000 hours. Now Rachel doesn't want much, but I think if we gave Rachel a couple of little benefits, we could maybe entice other people to think a little bit like Rachel. Jamie was very happy with thinking in respect to saying thank you, the recognition that not every role is understood, and that the big ticket items are around keeping people in seats, because if there are no volunteers, there is no Dolphins Footy Club.